Welcome to week 2 of my 75 hard challenge. Let's get this started. Happy Monday, friends. Starting off the second week of my 75 hard challenge. It is June 30th. It's the last day of June. Like, what the heck? It went by so fast. I only have maybe 2 weeks until I have to go back to teach. I can't believe my summer break is almost over. We're gonna make it a good one. I kicked off this day making egg roll in a bowl for my family. It's a pound of sausage per bag of shredded coleslaw. Lots of good seasonings, virgin coconut oil really makes it, and some sesame seed oil too. After I ate, you know what time it was? It was walking time, my first workout of the day. When I get back in, I had a protein shake usually because I'm just not hungry after being outside and being so hot and humid. And then that night I went to a spin class. I also made pasta for dinner. It was so good. Hit my 100 grams just by the skin of my teeth. Day 9 started better as I actually got up, got outside, and drank my coffee, did my journaling and my reading first thing in the morning. I did have my protein shake before I headed out to work out. Quick protein, grilled nuggets from Chick-fil-A, and also the best thing there is, their unsweet tea. Kicked off the first workout with a pull workout with my daughter. I really do enjoy that she likes to work out with me some days. It really helps to push me, not just for myself, but for her, to make sure I'm setting a good example. Not the healthiest, but it's about balance. It is July 1st, and I am tripping that this year is already halfway over. Like, oh my word. Realizing today I didn't record a lot. I don't know. I've just been in a weird mood lately. I think there's a shift in my hormones or something. But today started out on the porch like I try to do. Did my journaling, had my coffee, and then my daughter and I went to do a pull workout, and on the way grabbed some Chick-fil-A grilled nuggets just to get me some protein in. And then when we got home for lunch, we split a frozen pizza, and I had some baby carrots and a protein shake. I'm realizing now I'd never even recorded a little bit of my dinner, but tonight we had beef tips, rice and gravy. I opted to mix some of my rice with some cauli rice. I'm trying to cut back a little bit on my carbs just because I can tell, well, you saw the frozen pizza, so I'm trying to make healthy swaps when I can, but I'm trying also to not completely restrict myself. And then as this challenge goes on, I'll just keep evaluating what I'm doing and make the necessary changes. But dinner's over, so now I'm getting in my second workout, my walk. It's so humid. Ugh, really should have done this earlier. Tomorrow is my daughter's 12th birthday, so you will get to come along and see our little shopping day. I know she wants breakfast from Starbucks and a coffee, and then we're just gonna shop. She mentioned possibly going to the movies. So we will see what the day brings tomorrow. I just weighed Monday, and from the last week of 75 hard, I was only down, I'll not say only, I was down a little over a pound. 2 days later, I wake up, I'm feeling super light. Like, it's weird how good I feel this morning. So I hopped on the scale just to see, and I'm down 5 pounds since Monday. This is why we don't give the scale and that number so much power over us, because it can't tell us the whole picture. I've apparently gotten rid of some of my inflammation. It also depends what week or day of your cycle you're on, whether that scale is up or down, what kind of workouts you've done, how much water you've drank, what you may have eaten the day before, sleep, etc., etc., etc. So We use the scale as a measurement. We don't use the scale as a determinant of how we feel to define our worth or our value. So one thing I do when I take walks in my neighborhood is that I intentionally find every hill and walk up them. Second walk of the day. I don't know if I mentioned this earlier. It is my daughter's birthday, and the plan was to do a strength training workout at my house with my dumbbells and the barbell that I have. But I am worn out. That girl wanted to go shopping for her birthday and literally shopped till we about dropped. Then we went to the movies, and I just don't have the brain power to think about what to do for my workout. But walking, all I have to do is put my music on and my legs just do the thing. I don't think, I just walk. So second workout of the day. Well, it is Thursday, July 3rd. I am still sitting in bed drinking my coffee. I need to get up and go work out. But yesterday wore me out. Like, I just went shopping with my daughter for her birthday. I can feel the mid-40s. I can feel the midlife in my body. I wore my Adidas Superstar, is that what they're called? Shoes. I've had these shoes for like 2 years. I need to get rid of them and replace them because they have no support. They're just kind of flat. So walking all day in those shoes, shopping at a mostly outdoor mall on cement, my feet hurt so bad. My shins hurt. And your girl's been working out for a while. We've been walking and doing the thing. So I know my body doesn't ache because I did do 2 walks yesterday. And it's not simply because I walked a lot on our shopping trip. I know it's because I wore bad shoes. And if that doesn't say midlife woman, I don't know what does. So I'm going to finish this coffee. I'm going to get my act together. I'm going to put on my Hokas, my comfy shoes that are good for my feet and my knees and my hips and my midlife woman body. I'm going to go get my walk in because we got goals and we're keeping promises to ourselves. It is 10:39. I'm just not getting my walk going. I sat in my bed way too long. After that little spiel I just gave you, I just kept sitting there. And for my walk, it's hot. I don't really feel like eating. So a protein shake it is. These are my go-tos. These are my favorites. But like yesterday, I was really slacking on my protein. So I drank the one that has 46 grams to help get me to 100. But I'm really trying to get to the 120s this week. Lunch was just simple leftovers from my daughter's birthday last night. A little pick-me-up. Get some protein in. Got some Oikos 000 yogurt, cottage cheese, and my grain-free granola. Sadly, I'm out of all my berries. For my second workout, I hit the gym with my husband and daughter. She and I went to the ladies area, which we both prefer to work out so we don't have to hear all the muscle men grunting every time they lift. I really can't even put into words how much I enjoy working out with my daughter. She makes me giggle, we laugh. I'm able to teach her good and healthy habits without it having to be anything about diet. Chicken and sausage gumbo for dinner. Opted to do extra sausage and chicken to get my protein up. It's the 4th of July. I'm up super early. We are headed out to my dad's today to celebrate. He always has a huge party. It's bigger than his Christmas party. Like, he loves it. Anyway, got my coffee going, about to get my walk in. Then I gotta come back and I gotta cook for the party. And then it's out of town. It's just under, I guess it's around an hour and a half away. So let's get this party started. My eyes were definitely bigger than my stomach. I was actually only able to eat about half of this and ended up eating the other half later on that evening. While everyone else joined in on playing some cornhole, I opted in to get a workout in the pool because obviously that's what your girl does. It did get a little harder to work out as I had 3 little boys playing Star Wars Battle beside me. Later that evening, we headed over to a friend's house to hang out and to eat some good old brisket. One little look at my Apple Watch and you can see that it was a very busy and active day. On Saturday, my husband and I got up, hit the gym for a quick workout before heading over to a friend's house. My best friend was in town from Colorado, so of course we had to go see her, and you know I got my second workout in the pool. Sunday, July 6th, day 14, 2 weeks into my 75-hour challenge. It's going well. I have been super tired this week, I think just because the holidays. We had my daughter's birthday on the 2nd. Then we had my dad's 4th of July thing. Went to a friend's thing that evening. Had a pool day with friends yesterday. I'm just tired and worn out. We have movies today with our kids. So I'm up getting this walk in. But so far, so good. Things that I have learned or that I have recognized would be, I really do need to rein in my nutrition a bit. I've been very good at meal planning very well and being intentional with my nutrition. And now I'm realizing, like, yeah, I know that if I'm not really hungry usually first thing in the morning, but I know that with my ADHD and perimenopause, if I go too long without eating, my symptoms kind of get worse. And if I'm not staying on top of getting my protein in, then by the evening, I am a lot hungrier and a bit more ravenous at night before bed. And so that's something I really need to work on and be more intentional about. And that's another reason why I enjoy doing these challenges, because it really forces me to think about what all I'm doing. And if I'm going to put in this effort to get these workouts in, then I really need to start making a better effort about the nutrition portion. So I guess it's pretty much why they say pick a diet, but I don't want to be on a diet. I don't want to have strict rules that feel confining and restrictive, because it always backfires on me. And I don't want to feel guilt or shame. And those are two feelings that I have attached to food in the past and stuff. So that's why I'm very careful about the word diet and being on a diet. So that's why my main goal is just to get the 100 grams of protein and allow myself to adjust the nutrition as the challenge continues. So today is Sunday. After my walk, that's my plan, is to sit down, plan my meals out for the week, and really be more intentional in this coming week about feeding myself. Of course, you know, I had my protein shake after that walk, and then for lunch we ended up eating some steak and veggies before heading to the movies. Of course, I enjoyed some popcorn and M&Ms and a Coke Zero. We watched the new Jurassic World and absolutely loved it. Of course, we had to get in a strength training workout later that afternoon, and ate leftover lunch for dinner. Overall, I'm really happy with the progress of week 2. It's been a busy week with my daughter's birthday and the July 4th and 5th festivities. I did pretty well. I ate what I wanted. I didn't overthink things. I hit my protein every day, drank my water every day, and most days I've actually drank more than a gallon simply because it is so hot and so humid, and having to get out and walk every day and just being outside in general, I just crave more water. So that's a plus. Going into week 3, I definitely want to get more strength training exercises in. But as this week is ending, I know that this could be too much information, but this is called Lively Midlife. My goal is to reach out to women of all ages, but especially those in midlife. So TMI, it is. I ended up starting my period a whole week early, and so I've just felt kind of off. And I have had issues in the past with having fibroids and passing clots, which I have passed some, and I can just tell that there is a shift in my hormones that's making everything feel difficult. It's not even like my own mental health issues or whatever, but as an empathetic person, just looking and hearing the news every day of all that's happening in our country, it just weighs on me heavily. I have friends who have been personally impacted, and other friends that are scared and nervous for legit reasons. And it's just hard, and all of that just weighs on me. And sometimes I feel really stupid and selfish wanting to post about my workouts or my foods or whatever, because it's like all this other really important stuff is happening. And not that my own health is not important, it is very important. It's just sometimes it's really hard to hold everything and not let it weigh on me. I'm not really good at compartmentalizing things. I wish I was, but I'm not. And I can definitely tell my mood's just been low. My hormones are going crazy. Big birthday for my daughter. She's my youngest. It's her last year to be a kid before she's a teen. I go back to work soon. It's just a lot of stuff's been weighing on me. It's a lot of things, some small, some big, but all together. And I can just feel like my mood is just really low. I feel very heavy, and not in the weight sense, just in the, geez, there's a lot happening right now, obviously. But I do want to share that because I think it's important that when we're trying to better our health, that sometimes all these outside things can really impact our mindset. And it's really hard to push through when you just feel heavy, when you feel sad, when you feel depressed, when you feel anxious, when, you know, all these different things are going on. But I do know that my mood is better because of my workout. So walking really helps me process a lot of things. Sometimes I'll get on TikTok. I'll do a TikTok live. I call it my walk and talk, and I just word vomit whatever is on me. And it really helps me to process everything because I'm saying it out loud. It's like I'm getting it out of me. And then if people join the live, we can have discussions, which also helps me process things. But I just wanted to share that because it's a part of this current journey. When I started the 75 hard challenge, I weighed in at 227.8. And here at the end of week 2, I weighed 219.2. So we're looking at just over 8 pounds. I'm very happy with that. I lost a lot this week. I finally lost some of the inflammation. You know, sometimes when you first start a new health journey, diet, whatever, you'll have a big whoosh. So I may not have as much weight loss in the 3rd week, but I'm okay with that because that's not the full goal, because I also want to be gaining muscle while I'm losing fat. And like I said earlier in this video, the scale just can't tell you everything. But I've also measured myself, and 2 weeks in, I have lost 2 full inches on my natural waist.
So most people will just do like chest, waist, hips, but because I'm a pear shape, I'm smaller up top than I am on the bottom. And I like to measure my natural waist where it dips in, and then also just below my belly button where I have my lower tummy. I've had 4 C-sections, mama here. But I've lost 2 full inches in my natural waist. I've lost an inch in my chest. I've lost an inch in my lower tummy. I've lost a full inch in my hips and in each thigh, which is quite incredible because it's really hard for me to lose on the lower half of my body. I've also lost half an inch on my arms. This is also why I really need to do more strength training because I want to tone this. I am very happy with the progress as far as numbers go. I am happy with the progress as far as my mood goes because, like I said, even though I've been feeling kind of low and heavy with just everything else going on in the world and just personal things, I really do feel a lot better when I work out. It gives me something to look forward to push myself into doing because I know it's good for me. And in the long run, I know it's going to help me all the way around. So very happy with my progress 2 weeks in. I am wrapping up my book, Atomic Habits. I've read this a long time ago. I will go back and reread certain parts again. It usually takes me a while when I do read this because certain parts of that book just really hit hard, and I like to go back and reread them as I feel like I need those specific reminders. Have 1 more week till I go back to work. I really need to push it this week, but again, I'm not going to beat myself up if I don't because this has to be a lifestyle change. Now, of course, I don't plan to work out twice a day forever, just throughout this challenge. But that's why I don't want to push myself like to be too diety, too restrictive or whatever, because when it's all over with, there are habits from this challenge that I want to carry forward. And if I'm too restrictive now or I'm too harsh on myself now, then they're not going to translate later. I'm just going to be burnt out. And that's the goal, is to not burn out, but just find the things that are working best for me and do it that way. So hopefully this coming week I can get in those strength training exercises like I want to. But if I don't, then I don't, because I don't know what the week's gonna bring, and I'm still having all this weird stuff going on with my hormones. I go back and see my doctor in a couple weeks. So until then, I'm just gonna have to do the best that I can, and that's all that we can only ever do, right? So thanks again for watching. I appreciate it. Please comment, like, subscribe. It really does help when you have people cheering you on and encouraging you. I greatly appreciate you being here, and I will see you next time.